And we're live. Welcome, fellow traders. I'm the Barbarian trader, and today we'll talk about Bitcoin possible lower targets for December, and also we'll look and analyze Bitcoin from bullish perspective. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great start of the week and you are ready for a possible volatility in December. So let's dive in. Before we look at the macro picture and see why Bitcoin can hit under 10K levels by the end of December, let's have a look at 1 hour chart and see what we can expect in the next hours and in the next days. So for the moment, we have a lot of sideways choppiness, okay? And on 1 hour chart, Bitcoin just formed a rising parallel channel. So as you can see, right, we have the top here, we have another top and a bottom, a bottom, bottom, but this is already the third time, okay? This diagonal of support, bottom of this rising parallel channel, was already tested as support. If we'll have another test of support, it might not hold, okay? Or maybe we can have a bounce from here, but for the moment we are in the lower part of the parallel channel, all right? Okay, so what we can expect from that? As you can see, the volume it's very low, and it was very low in the last weeks, okay? That's why you have these kind of spikes, right? This kind of slippage that you can see in some markets, because from lack of volatility, okay, there are no money in the market. So for the moment, and then it's easy to see slippage. So be very careful at your stop losses when you trade with a very tight stop loss, okay? Not a financial advice, but better do trades, okay? Just odds on the trade, okay? Ladder up, ladder down, and have a more permissive stop loss, okay? So as long as Bitcoin is staying below the middle of this parallel channel, we can expect lower targets. What targets we can expect? Probably a liquidity grab from 16,700 area. Okay, so if we'll have a dump, look here for a possible swing failure pattern and a pump up. In this case, you should look at resistance now from this rising parallel channel. Okay, so if you see a swing failure pattern, you fire up along here, okay, take some profits here. It is possible to have a continuation up, but always take your profit, set your stop loss above your entry, and you are good to go. Otherwise, it can pump, okay, can hit this as resistance or this area as resistance and continue the dump. And from a nice profitable trade, you can be in a minus. By the way, if you want to join our VIP trading group, you'll have the link in the description below. All right, let's continue. Below, we have this horizontal channel of support in 16,480, 16,500. So keep an eye on this area. I'll put some price levels for you. So first we'll look at 1 hour chart, what we can expect in the next hours and next days, and then we'll look at the macro picture and we'll discuss also from the bullish perspective, okay, what levels we can look on the upper side and why Bitcoin can dive under 10K by the end of this month, by the end of December. So keep an eye on this level of support. Let me make it with a green. So 16,486, 16,550, this area can hold the support. So again, if you can see that this area is holding a support, we have a dump here. the target, the possible target from this, okay, sorry, from this parallel channel could be, all right, something like that. And if this one will play out, of course, it's not necessary to play fully. Okay, you can argue that you can have also like a rising wedge here inside, but the target for this one could be somewhere 16,350, 16,400, maybe even 16,300, okay, on this horizontal support. So I'll put the price level also this one. So maybe if you want to fire a long position, maybe you set up some asks long here. Stop loss, it's up to you, probably somewhere around here or just below, and then take profits probably in those areas. Okay, again, it's not a financial advice, it's just a fast look at the possible outputs from this chart. All right, so as I was saying, the volume is pretty low, and we might see a liquidity grab and then a pump up or a continuation down. As I said, keep an eye on those levels. On the upper part, as resistance, we have middle of the channel, okay? Until this one is not broken, we cannot expect higher levels, okay? So it is possible, again, if the choppiness will continue, test this, and we'll see from here. Either we'll dump, or the other option can pump from here. So keep an eye on those two options. All right, if this one is taken and flipping support, okay, then yes, we can expect a test at the top of the parallel channel and possible June low. So guys, this one, okay, it was a strong support. We saw a very strong bounce from 17,600 up to 25,500, and it was a very strong support. Okay, now it's a very strong resistance. All right, so support, flipping, resistance, and in case you see price going in this area, if you are long, take some profits, move your stop loss above your entry, so you are good. Okay, and if you want to fire short, again, it's up to you. If you want to join our VIP trading group, you have the link in the description below. So there you will see how we'll engage on this area, or maybe upper, maybe lower, all those details. All right, so this is it for the 1 hour chart. For the moment, yes, we can say the Bitcoin is painting a symmetrical triangle, okay, here, and it's pretty small one. Again, the move could be almost nothing inside this possible a small bounce here, trap more bulls, and maybe test this as resistance. If it will dump here and flip in resistance, I can expect lower targets. All right, so now let's talk about the main topic of today. And again, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button, as I do a lot of live analysis, and you'll be notified every time I will go live. All right, so let's continue. Now, before we go on the daily chart, and we'll discuss why we can, we'll discuss the bullish output, the bearish output. Guys, don't forget about this chart that I continue to talk. I talked before, and I will continue to talk in the next months. This is monthly Bitcoin chart. This is monthly logarithmic Bitcoin chart. And as you can see, we have the huge rising wedge, the biggest pattern in the Bitcoin history. It's a huge rising wedge with a possible target in 3,500, 6,600 area. Okay, so don't be blinded that, okay, this could be the bottom, and all kind of videos, they were calling the bottom at 19K, 20K. They were calling the bottom at 30K, at 40K. Now they call the bottom at 17K. Guys, for the moment, we don't have such a strong support. The real support start, and I wrote here, start from 13,860, okay? Remember, the real support starts from 13,800 area, which is 2019 high plus 2017 monthly close, okay? So we have here monthly close, it's matching, okay? Let me show you. So we have here, we have this monthly close, and it's matching 2019 high. All right, so from here you can start to see a real support. Okay, so if you think this is the bottom of the Bitcoin, forget about it. Okay, I might be wrong, but guys, 50 moving average, who was support all the time on monthly, now is flipping resistance. So we have multiple months closed under 50 moving average. Okay, so for the first time in more than 10 years in the history of the Bitcoin, and Bitcoin never saw a real bear market. Okay, a real traditional bear market. Okay, so don't forget that. Again, plus here it was the break with the June low of this rising wedge. It was confirmed by last month, November, closing under June low. Okay, so this rising wedge was confirmed, and the target could be somewhere here, 4,400, 6,500, or even below 3,800. Okay, so who knows, maybe even 2013 all-time high, it will be tested, 1,237. Never say never. Okay, with all that mumbo jumbo is happening now in the crypto space, with all kind of bad characters, to say like that, with not such a good intentions, and probably this is just the surface. Okay, okay. Shahab, what price is good to buy Bitcoin and hold? Okay, Shahab, so the thing is like this. Probably the best is to do some dollar cost average. Okay, so let's say that you have whatever, 1,000 US dollars, 10,000. Okay, let's say 10,000 US dollars. Okay, like a round number. What we can do, as you can see, we have this huge rising wedge. Okay, and rising wedges patterns, after they are confirmed, they have a tendency to play, and they have a percentage of 70 to even 90% to play the pattern. So the target for this one could be in this area. Okay, I marked this area for you guys. So always keep an open mind. So leave some money, start to buy here if you want to do some dollar cost average, maybe 10% here, buy another 10-15% at, okay, let me zoom in for you guys. All right, so the next strong support, as I said, it's 13,903. Okay, so let's put some price levels for the guys who have the same question like Shahab Flame. Okay, welcome. So here, 13,900 area. Okay, could be not very exact. They could dip below, and then we have June, sorry, 2019. Okay, I cannot see in the futures, guys. So June 2019 low, and then from this area we can start to have a lot of support. So 10,700. Probably you can split. Okay, maybe 10% here. Okay, another 10 to 15% here, 30,900. Another 10% here, and then the rest of the money you can start to split 10%, and let's maybe another 20-30% for this area. You never know. And the thing is like this: once the Bitcoin is getting lower, it's much easier, guys, to have higher returns. Because imagine this: if Bitcoin will have another dump, okay, and this rising wedge will play, okay, guys, it's another 63%. If you throw all your money here, you'll be minus 63%. And don't forget about Nikkei history, okay? Even after 32 years, never recovered. After 12-13 years pump, they dump in one day almost 30%, and not even today, okay? The Japanese market made a new all-time high, not even today. So Bitcoin can have the same fate. Don't forget about this. So lower is the price, then it's so easy. Imagine this. Imagine that maybe the price can test 10,785, and then we have a bounce maybe to test this June low. Just an example. Guys, is 62%. From 10,000 to 17,000 is 62%. Okay? So always, another thing, another strategy in this bear market, because don't forget, we don't know exactly how long this bear market will last, correct? We can see Bitcoin dump and stay in those lower areas for years. Okay, forget about halving and this kind of stuff, because halving now with Ethereum switching from proof of work to proof of stake. Okay, goodbye mining. Miners there, it's horrible. Okay, try to mine now and you will see returns per day. They are horrible. Okay, so mining again is debatable, and with halving it's again debatable. Okay, so keep in mind always, okay, you buy, you have a bounce, take the profits, at least take some profits. Or the best strategy, okay, let's say you buy here, okay, let's say you buy for $1,000, it's pumping 50%. Take your original money from the market plus a small part from the profit and leave just the profit in the market. In this way, you will not get emotional and you will not care if the Bitcoin will stay lower for maybe a year or two. Okay? All right, let's continue. So, Shahab, I hope I answered to your question. I have answered to your question. If you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, let's continue. So let's not forget about this huge rising wedge. Now, we'll switch to daily chart and keep in mind this level. Okay, so we have 50 moving average on monthly. I'll put a resistance price level here. Okay, you are very welcome, Shahab. And again, you are very welcome to join our VIP trading group, because there you will have access to live charts in real time. You can open them in the TradingView with more details, more levels on small time frames, 15 minutes, 1 minute, 1 hour, 4 hours daily, Ethereum chart, and on and on. All right, so keep an eye on those levels. 50 moving average, 22,700 area, and 27,000. So in case of a bounce here, maybe they will grab liquidity above, they will hit all the stop losses for the short positions, and only then they will start to really play out this big rising wedge. Okay, so let's keep in mind 22,700 and 27,600. Now let's switch to the daily chart and what we can see here. Here we have a little more to talk. So first of all, we have this falling wedge. So this is the top of the falling wedge, this is the bottom of the falling wedge. All right, so we have this top here, this top here, this bottom here, this bottom here. We had a retest of this area, hold the support, and now we are making higher highs. So this is a very good sign, right? It is possible to see the top of this falling wedge tested. But in the same time, what we can see. First, let's talk lower levels and what we should pay attention at, and then we'll talk about the bullish scenario and what targets we can expect and what needs to happen to see those targets. Okay, so all right, let's see. Let me clean this. So in order for, okay, as long as the price level, because as you can see, let me increase this. I put here some Fibonacci levels, some key Fibonacci levels. So as long as, all right, let me do it like big. There you go. All right, I hope you guys see that. So as long as the Bitcoin, it's holding 17,600 area as resistance, okay? And here it's also June low. So exactly here, it's also June low, okay? 17,600. So as long as this area they hold it as resistance, we might see a possible retest of the bottom of the falling wedge, of this falling wedge, so this area, and just below we have the middle of this big descending parallel channel. All right, so it is very possible in case of a dump, keep an eye on this area of support, right, and the middle of the descending parallel channel. All right, now if those two levels, 14,800, 15,200, okay, if those two levels are lost, especially 14,800, 14,600, if this level is lost, as you can see, it was disputed. Resistance, they break it here, flip it in support, 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 support. But if they will come back here, because it was tested as support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Guys, if the price will go back at 14,800, probably will have a strong bounce because they might grab all this liquidity below, and only then they will head to the top of the falling wedge. Or in the bearish case, because now we'll talk the bearish case, if they will, if the Bitcoin price will fall, flip this in resistance, guys, we can expect lower levels. So what we have below, we have 0.5 Fibonacci, and this, it will be a very important level, okay, 12,800. All right, let me make it blue for you. So keep an eye on this one. Probably also here it will be a good level to do some dollar cost average to buy just a little Bitcoin, and then you can sell it higher. All right, because I don't think long term, I think long term it is very possible in 2023 to see below 10K levels. So guys, even if you buy on spot and sell on bounces, on strong bounces, because even in a bear market we can have some very nice strong bounces, okay? And you buy, and then on the bounces you sell. All right, so we have 0.5 Fibonacci, we have weekly close at 11,529, and then just below, guys, we have this blue diagonal of support. It's all-time high, it's coming from the all-time high, this diagonal support. So here, as you can see, that's why I put 20, you know, I put 22 of December, because usually before Christmas it is possible to see some strong moves. But as you can see here, we have a confluence of support, and this, it will be somewhere around 11 of December, okay, Sunday 11 of December. So let me put here, because here what we can see, we have this huge diagonal support coming for many years ago, and then we have the all-time high diagonal support, okay, and then we have the bottom of this, okay, this parallel channel. So here we have a confluence of huge support, and just below, in case of a crazy dump, okay, of black swan event, we have the golden pocket, 0.618 Fibonacci. So I think in this area, if, okay, Shahab, you really want to buy, probably this one, if the price, of course, if the price will get here, I think this area can give a huge bounce, okay, can give a super strong bounce, all right, from 80,000, 19,800, because guys, keep in mind, we have a huge gap at 9,600 US dollars. So it's matching with this area, all right? All right, we never say never. For the moment, Bitcoin is looking bullish, okay? So now I gave you the bearish output and the levels where you can do some dollar cost average, because guys, if you are an experienced traders, yes, you can do some very sweet trades with leverage, okay? Because even if you use 2x, 3x, you can have nice returns, okay, 5x. But from my point of view and my advice, don't use like 50x or this kind of leverages. This is just an invitation for disaster. Okay, so now the bullish output. Now let's talk about the bullish output. As long as 14,800, 15,200 area, okay, is holding, this area is holding a support, right? And preferably this weekly close, right? Like 16,200, I would like to see that this one is holding a support. We can see a possible run. First, of course, to test June low, this 17,600, and you will see how this level will behave. And if they will manage to break with a strong break, okay, we can see a retest of the top of the falling wedge, right? Which is, let me put some price levels, all right, in this area, 19,800, 20,000, okay? And just above what we have 200 daily moving average that it was not tested for a very long period of time. So 21,200, okay? So 19,800, 21,200 area, I think here, even if we'll pump, we'll see a rejection from this area. Now, if this falling wedge will play out, the targets we can expect, okay, could be somewhere here. So between 23,500 up to 27,200. And remember, Okay, from this chart we have here 27,600, the bottom of this huge rising wedge. So probably this could be in the next month, okay, because we can have some choppiness above. Okay, the last bull trap, even 30 or above 30k, I'm not saying it's not possible, okay, but I think this it will be it, okay, for the Bitcoin. And guys, if it's coming in this area, be very careful. Don't get excited. Don't be caught in FOMO, because this could be end of the line and almost everybody will offload their bags here, okay? Like the big boys will offload the bags and probably they will open a huge short position, okay? A huge swing trade. All right, let's go back here. So if from the bullish perspective, if this falling wedge will play out, it is possible to expect targets in this area, right? But as I said, if you jump in a long position, take profits on the way, because here we have strong resistance, 17,600, 19,800 area, 21,200, okay, 23,500, another super strong resistance. So this doesn't need to play fully, okay? All right, of course, here we can see, let me select this, liquidity high. Okay, here we can see a swing failure pattern. If they will push the price in 25,000 area, 25,200, probably they will push the price here. This falling wedge will play out, grab the liquidity from here, and only then start the real descent, okay? So those are the bearish output and bullish output, and we'll see what can happen in the next period. But as you can see, for the moment there is no volume, so probably the exchanges, because they are the most biggest market maker and right now, okay, they will play, they have access, they will see where you have the stop loss, because as you can see here, you know, imagine that, okay, this area, this disputed horizontal area, okay, so let me do it like this. So practically they just pump. It was just a stop loss hunt, stop loss hunt, stop loss hunt, and on and on and on. All right. So nobody is buying right now. So they are making money from stop losses and liquidations, because exchanges, they need to make money. They have employees, they have a lot of advertising, and on and on and on. And all those, they are paid with your money if you are not very careful. Again, especially if you are a beginner, okay, you are very welcome to join our VIP trading group, where we have daily analysis. We share the charts with you. We have signals, buy and sell signals. We go long, we go short. We mention exactly where we buy on spot and what we are buying, okay? So you have the link. You are very welcome to join our VIP trading group. All right, guys. So in conclusion, right now, the Bitcoin is kind between waters, okay? Bitcoin has to decide, okay, we take 17,600, break this and head to the top of the falling wedge, or we visit again the lower targets, maybe in 14,800, 15,200 area, with a retest of 16,200, okay? And keep in mind, for the guys who are going short here, be very careful, because the risk reward could be, of course, can still be very good if it's going in this area, like mentioned area below 10K, it could be amazing. But if it's going just to dip below maybe 16,500 and test 16,200 or 15,200, if you do a swing short trade, like a long term, take profits, okay? Because they can do an inverse BART, okay? So they dump and then boom, explosive pump up and liquidate everybody. So be very careful, all right? Okay, guys, look for those targets. Again, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. Also, guys, like this video if you like it, and also leave some comments. What coins would you like me to analyze, or what time frames, okay, or any ideas you have. Okay, guys, this is it for today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, trade safe. Barbarian out.